Press conference today. My name is Adam Andrzejewski, chairman of For the Good of Illinois PAC. I'm happy to announce today that Vince Romano signed our Save Illinois Taxpayers pledge. Our pledge has three parts. The first part of the pledge is to freeze property taxes for the next 3 years. And this is important because over the last 3 to 4 years, property values have fallen, yet we've been faced as property taxpayers with an ever-increasing property tax bill, and that is unfair. Property taxpayers need a timeout to catch their breath and catch up, and one of the pieces of evidence of that is Illinois leads the country in foreclosures. So we beat California and Florida and Arizona and Nevada. We lead the country in foreclosures. We're literally being taxed out of our homes. They are taxing us to death. Yet what is the Democratic plan on the pensions? No pension reform, only pension shift to your property tax bill. So $83 million of state pension liability will now come to your property tax bill all across Illinois. So before the shift, we need to protect the property taxpayers, we need to freeze property taxes, and then eliminate all loopholes so we don't face an ever-escalating property tax bill. The second part of our plan, Save Illinois Taxpayers Pledge, is to adversarially forensic audit every dime of state and local spending. And I think after the city taxpayers of Dixon, Illinois, a town of 18,000 people, after their city treasurer was indicted for stealing $53 million, I think this is a settled point across Illinois. Audits will yield billions of dollars worth of savings for Illinois taxpayers and change the culture of Illinois. We hired a national leading pollster from McLaughlin & Associates to test this point all across Illinois, and the people of Illinois are with us. 94% of people that are going to vote in the November 6th election believe that waste mismanagement or fraud is involved when government at all levels spends a tax dollar, and 87% of people want to move beyond the pro forma regular auditing, the rubber stamp auditing here in the state, for an aggressive adversarial forensic audit that targets the corrupt practices and ends those practices. Here's the third point of our Save Illinois Taxpayers Pledge, and that is to repeal the 67% Democratic income tax hike. It used to be among the states that levied an income tax that Illinois had a competitive advantage. Among those states that charged an income tax, we had a relatively reasonable income tax rate. And that ended in the middle of the night about 2 years ago when the Democrats hiked their taxes by 67%. And now our corporate income tax rate is one of the highest in the world. In fact, our rate exceeds Russia. And the Democrats' plan is to do it again, to hike our income taxes again, another $2 to $8.5 billion income tax hike is coming down the pike. So this is the Save Illinois Taxpayers Pledge. We're proud to announce that every single Republican running in the House seats, every single one of them running in the contested races against Michael Madigan's Democrats, are running on our pledge. And we're proud to announce the signature and participation of Vince Romano on that pledge today. Vince, thank you and Godspeed to your campaign against Lou Lang.
Thank you very much. I'm proud to be on board with your plan and to help the taxpayers of Illinois. Thank you.
Sure.
I'm here to release some information from my campaign. It seems on September 20th of this year, in front of the Tribune editorial board, Lou Lang was questioned about my assertions that he worked for the largest workman's comp firm in the state. Lang at first said in that interview, quote, unquote, "I at one time worked for Goldberg, Weissman, and Cairo." Then, as Ms. McClary questioned him further and asked, quote unquote, "Are you still part of that firm?" To which Lou Lang had a stuttering response of, I am of counsel to them and another firm. In reality, we have found that he is of counsel to no less than 3 firms. In an effort to be transparent to the citizens of the state of Illinois, and to have Lou Lang, who is part of the most corrupt political